My beloved soul, welcome. Before we begin this journey into the heart of God's design for marriage, I want to remind you to subscribe, for together we will uncover truths that can transform your relationship into a divine partnership full of love, joy, and purpose. Today, Jesus is here to reveal to us the secret of a happy marriage. It's a secret often hidden from the eyes of the world, but open to those who seek Him. The purpose of marriage, according to Jesus' marriage, is not merely a contract. It's a social arrangement, or a convenience. Marriage in the eyes of Jesus is sacred, divine, and purposeful. It is a covenantal living testament of God's love for humanity, a mirror of His faithfulness, and a channel through which love, grace, and joy flow. The first secret of a happy marriage, beloved, is understanding that marriage is a spiritual journey. It is not about finding perfection in a person. It is about walking together toward God, hand in hand, heart aligned with heart, seeking His wisdom and guidance. When Jesus looks at a marriage, He sees more than two people living under the same roof. He sees souls intertwined, spirits converging, and hearts that must be nurtured to reflect His glory. A happy marriage begins with recognizing that God is the foundation, the cornerstone upon which everything else stands. Without Him, even the strongest bonds of love can falter under life's pressures. Faith is the cornerstone. Faith is not a word to speak lightly. It is a river that nourishes the roots of a marriage. Couples who walk in faith do not simply survive trials, they thrive in them. Jesus says that when a marriage is built upon Him, the storms of life will not wash it away. The winds of disagreement, the rains of misunderstanding, and the heat of temptation may come, but a foundation of faith endures. Faith in marriage means praying together, seeking God's guidance in decisions both big and small, and trusting that He knows the best path for both partners. It means surrendering your ego, your pride, and your desires to the One who created you both. The secret is this: when Jesus is first in your marriage, everything else falls into place. The power of prayer in marriage. Prayer is the lifeblood of a happy marriage. It is not a ritual, nor is it a set of words recited without heart. Prayer is the bridge that connects to hearts to each other and to God. Couples who pray together build intimacy that surpasses the physical or emotionally is spiritual intimacy, the kind that binds souls together. When disagreements arise, pray. When fear or doubt creeps in, pray. When joy fills your hearts, pray. Prayer transforms ordinary moments into sacred encounters, ordinary love into divine love. Jesus teaches us that the couple who prays together is not just surviving, they are flourishing in His presence. Understanding God's design, Jesus said that in the beginning, God created man and woman and said, "It is not good for the man to be alone." Marriage was designed as a partnership, a reflection of God's love for the world, and a testimony of unity, commitment, and purpose. To grasp the secret of a happy marriage, couples must embrace God's design. This design is not always easy to follow in a world that promotes individualism, selfishness, and fleeting emotions. Yet when couples align their hearts with God's plan, they discover a harmony that cannot be shaken. Respect, honor, and mutual support flow naturally when the couple understands that their marriage is a divine covenant, not merely a human agreement. Walking in love daily, Jesus emphasized love, not just in grand gestures, but in daily acts of kindness, patience, and understanding. A happy marriage is cultivated in the everyday moments. It is in choosing to listen when the other feels unheard, in choosing to forgive when hurt arises, and in choosing to serve rather than demand. Love in a marriage is not passive. It is active, intentional, and sacrificial. It requires effort, humility, and selflessness. The secret here is simple yet profound. Love daily, love deeply, and love with the heart of Jesus. Commitment before feelings, beloved. Many enter marriage expecting feelings to lead the way. Jesus says this is a mistake. Feelings are fleeting, they rise and fall like the tides. Commitment, however, is steadfast, unwavering, and enduring. The happiest marriages are built not on temporary emotions, but on a firm commitment to God's principles and to each other. Commitment is choosing to stay, even when it is difficult, to honor even when it is inconvenient, and to nurture even when it feels challenging. It is this commitment, rooted in love and faith, that unlocks the secret of a happy marriage. Today we have uncovered the foundation of a godly marriage: faith, prayer, understanding God's design, daily love, and unwavering commitment. These are not mere suggestions, they are divine instructions. As we continue in the next part, we will explore how communication, forgiveness, and understanding build upon this foundation, strengthening your marriage into a fortress of love that reflects the heart of Jesus. Remember, beloved, happiness in marriage is not a mystery. It is a choice, a daily decision to walk with God together, to love intentionally, and to honor each other in every season. We explored the foundation of a godly marriage: faith, prayer, love, and commitment. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect moment. For what we are about to uncover will transform your relationship and bring the joy Jesus promises into your marriage. Today we step deeper into the secret of a happy marriage: how communication, forgiveness, and understanding shape the hearts of couples and bind them together in ways the world cannot break. The art of communication in marriage. Jesus taught that our words carry immense power. A single word can heal, encourage, or destroy. In marriage, communication is not merely speaking. It is listening, understanding, and responding with grace. Couples often misunderstand one another not because of malice, but because they fail to truly hear the heart behind the words. A happy marriage thrives when both partners speak the language of love, truthful and uplifting. Speak words that build your spouse up, not tear them down. Ask questions, seek clarity, and respond with empathy. Remember, beloved, Jesus listens to the heart, not just the voice. And so must you. Communication also means expressing needs and feelings without blame or anger. It means sharing dreams, fears, and desires openly. It is saying, "I see you, I hear you, and I choose you every single day." This is the secret Jesus shows. Marriages flourish when hearts communicate honestly, kindly, and without fear. The power of forgiveness. No marriage is without hurt. Disagreements, disappointments, and mistakes are inevitable. But Jesus reveals that the secret to lasting joy is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a feeling. It is a choice, a decision to release the burden of resentment and extend grace to your spouse. When a partner offends, intentionally or not, the happy marriage does not retaliate or dwell on the wrong. It chooses to forgive, remembering that we are all imperfect and in need of God's mercy. Forgiveness heals wounds, restores trust, and allows love to grow stronger. Beloved, forgiveness in marriage is not weakness, it is strength. It is the courage to love even when hurt, to remain committed even when wronged, and to reflect the heart of Jesus in every interaction. A marriage without forgiveness is a garden left untended. A marriage with forgiveness blooms eternally, understanding and accepting differences. Jesus created each person uniquely. No two hearts are exactly alike, and no two souls share the same experiences, fears, or perspectives. Understanding this is crucial. A happy marriage does not demand conformity, but embraces differences. Differences in personality, background, and calling are not obstacles, they are opportunities for growth. Where one partner may be cautious, the other may be bold. Where one may speak slowly, the other may think quickly. Jesus teaches that when couples accept and honor these differences, their love deepens, and their partnership strengthens. Understanding also means noticing the unspoken, the silent sighs, small gestures, the moments of need that go beyond words. It is paying attention to the heart, not just the surface, and responding with care. In these small acts of awareness, Jesus shows us the true secret of a happy marriage: attentive, compassionate understanding, conflict as a path to growth. Even in godly marriages, conflicts arise. But Jesus teaches that conflict is not the enemy. It is an opportunity. Handled with love, patience, and humility, disagreements can refine a marriage, revealing deeper levels of trust and intimacy. Do not fear confrontation, but fear unresolved issues. Speak honestly, listen patiently, and forgive freely. Avoid harsh words, silent treatment, and bitterness, for these destroy love over time. Instead, let every challenge draw you closer together, reminding you that you are a team. Walking toward God's purpose, the daily practice of kindness and grace communication, forgiveness and understanding are strengthened by daily acts of kindness. Simple gestures, a word of encouragement, a warm smile, a helping hand nourish the heart of a spouse. Jesus reminds us that love is not only declared in grand moments, but practiced in the mundane. Grace in marriage is giving without keeping score, serving without complaint, and listening without judgment. When couples walk in grace daily, they cultivate a garden of happiness that no storm can uproot. You now understand the foundation of a godly marriage and how communication, forgiveness, and understanding build upon it. If you haven't subscribed yet, take a moment now. For what we are about to explore will deepen your connection, strengthen your bond, and reveal the secret of a happy marriage according to Jesus. Today, we focus on intimacy, trust, and partnership, the pillars that transform a good marriage into a thriving, joyful union. Intimacy beyond the physical. Many people think intimacy is only physical, but Jesus teaches that true intimacy is spiritual, emotional, and mental. It is the meeting of hearts, the alignment of souls, and the connection that surpasses surface desires. Intimacy begins with vulnerability. Sharing your fears, your dreams, your weaknesses, and your struggles with your spouse creates a sacred bond. A happy marriage thrives when partners feel safe to be their true selves, knowing they will not be judged, abandoned, or misunderstood. Emotional intimacy means understanding moods, responding to needs, and being present in moments of joy and pain. It is asking, "How are you feeling?" and meaning it. It is listening without planning your response and loving without conditions. Jesus shows us that this kind of intimacy is holy, for it reflects the care he has for each of us individually and together as a couple. Trust. The unshakable foundation. Trust is the lifeblood of intimacy. Without trust, no marriage can flourish. Trust is earned through honesty, consistency, and faithfulness. It is choosing to believe in your partner even when circumstances are uncertain, giving your heart fully without fear of betrayal. Jesus teaches that trust is a sacred responsibility. Couples who trust each other openly do not live in fear or suspicion. Instead, they move forward hand in hand, knowing that God honors their commitment and guards their union. Beloved, if trust has been broken, do not despair. Healing is possible. Through forgiveness, transparency, and the daily choice to rebuild confidence, trust grows not in one moment, but in daily demonstrations of love and loyalty. Guided by the principles Jesus teaches. Partnership. Walking together in purpose. Marriage is not about one person carrying the weight while the other watches. It is partnership, a shared journey where both spouses contribute, support, and uplift each other. Jesus shows that when couples align their goals, dreams, and purpose, they become unstoppable. A happy marriage is one where both partners feel empowered to pursue their God-given calling while supporting each other's growth. When one succeeds, the other celebrates. When one struggles, the other lifts. Partnership is selflessness in action. It is love expressed through collaboration, encouragement, and sacrifice. Handling life's pressures together, life will challenge every marriage. Financial difficulties, family pressures, health concerns, and societal expectations test even the strongest unions. But a marriage built on intimacy, trust, partnership thrives under pressure. Jesus teaches that couples who face challenges together emerge stronger. Problems are no longer threats, but opportunities to demonstrate faith, resilience, and love. When you walk together in prayer, share burdens openly, and act as a united front, you create a fortress that cannot be breached by adversity. Growing stronger in adversity, adversity reveals the depth of a marriage. Couples who learn to navigate Difficulties with grace and faith discover that challenges are blessings in disguise. Each trial becomes a lesson in patience, understanding, and steadfast love. Jesus promises that when you face storms together, leaning on Him, your marriage will not only survive it, will flourish. The secret, beloved, is this: true intimacy, unwavering trust, and selfless partnership create a marriage that thrives even in the hardest seasons. These principles are not optional. They are essential for lasting happiness. Daily practices for deep connection: take time to pray together daily, seeking God's guidance. Share your feelings openly, even the small, mundane ones. Celebrate victories together, no matter how minor they seem. Serve each other selflessly, remembering Jesus' example of love. Protect your marriage from external negativity by standing together in faith. Now understand the foundation of a godly marriage: the power of communication, forgiveness, and understanding, and the life-changing impact of intimacy, trust, and partnership. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is the perfect time for today. We uncover the ultimate secret of a happy marriage according to Jesus: lifelong commitment and divine joy. The power of lifelong commitment marriage is not temporary. It is a covenant designed to last a lifetime. Jesus teaches that commitment is not dependent on feelings, circumstances, or ease, is rooted in a conscious decision to love, honor, and serve your spouse every day. True happiness in marriage comes when couples embrace commitment as sacred. This means standing by each other through joy and sorrow, success and failure, health and sickness, prosperity and trial. Commitment transforms marriage from a mere arrangement into a sacred partnership, a reflection of God's unwavering love. For His children, beloved, when challenges arise, commitment is the anchor that holds your marriage steady. When temptations come, commitment is the shield that protects your union. When life becomes difficult, commitment is the strength that carries you forward. Jesus shows us that the secret of lifelong happiness in marriage is choosing to remain steadfast. Regardless of circumstances, joy as a divine gift. Happiness in marriage is not just about comfort or convenience. It is about joy, a divine gift from Jesus. Joy is the result of living in alignment with God's principles, loving unconditionally, and walking together in faith. Couples who seek joy daily cultivate it through gratitude, laughter, shared experiences, and worship. They celebrate one another, lift each other up, and recognize the blessing of partnership. Jesus teaches that joy is multiplied when love is genuine, commitment is unwavering, hearts are united in purpose. Creating a marriage that reflects heaven, a happy marriage mirrors the love of Christ, selfless, patient, forgiving, and eternal. Couples who keep Jesus at the center experience a love that transcends human limitations. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every moment of sacrifice becomes a reflection of divine love. This heavenly reflection is not found in perfection, but in intentionality. It is found in choosing to forgive rather than retaliate, to serve rather than demand, to rejoice rather than complain. Couples who practice these principles discover that marriage becomes a sanctuary, a place of safety, warmth, and peace. Nurturing your marriage through every season, life moves in seasons, and so does marriage. There will be times of abundance, times of trial, times of excitement, and times of quiet routine. The secret to happiness is navigating each season together, hand in hand, heart aligned with heart, guided by Jesus. During difficult seasons, lean on God and each other. During these joyful seasons, celebrate together and express gratitude. Each season offers opportunities to grow stronger, love deeper, and reflect more of Christ's character in your union. Practical steps for lifelong happiness: pray together daily. Seek guidance, protection, and wisdom from Jesus. Keep communication open. Speak with honesty, listen with empathy, and respond with love. Forgive quickly. Release resentment and replace it with grace. Serve selflessly. Put your spouse's needs alongside your own, following Christ's example. Celebrate often, appreciate small victories, milestones, and everyday moments of joy. Protect your marriage. Guard it from external negativity, gossip, and division. Stay committed. Remember that love is a choice made daily. It's not just a feeling. The eternal perspective, Jesus, teaches that a marriage built on these principles is not only happy on earth but eternal in significance. It is a union that glorifies God, strengthens families, and leaves a legacy of love for generations to come. When both partners commit to walking with Him, their marriage becomes a beacon of hope, joy, and divine fulfillment. Beloved soul, we have journeyed together through the secrets of a happy marriage according to Jesus. We learned that a godly marriage is built on faith, prayer, love, and commitment. We explored the transformative power of communication, forgiveness, and understanding. We discovered the deep connection of intimacy, trust, and partnership. And today, we embrace the joy and lifelong commitment that make marriage a sacred, blessed, and joyful journey. Happiness in marriage is not a mystery, and it is not found in perfection. It is found in choosing Jesus together, loving intentionally, forgiving freely, and committing wholeheartedly. As you leave this message today, carry these truths in your heart. Let them guide your steps, shape your interactions, and fill your marriage with the love and joy that only Jesus can provide. Let us pray. Lord Jesus, we thank you for revealing the secrets of a happy marriage. May every couple listening today embrace faith, communicate with love, forgive freely, build trust, and walk in lifelong commitment. Let their marriages reflect your glory, overflow with joy, and stand as a testimony of your divine love. Amen. If you have not subscribed yet, now is the time, for together we will continue to uncover divine wisdom that transforms hearts, homes, and relationships.